Here with Si, we've beaten Norwich 2-1 here in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. What did you think of the performance? Because again, you come away still unconvinced, but we did end up with the 3 points.
Yeah, it was very disjointed, but I think we're used to that all season now. What can I say? The Watford game last week as a 0-0, you take the positive that was a clean sheet, and as Jose rightly said, that was our first clean sheet away for a year. And we take that positivity into this game in some sense, in the sense that we got the goal. And in parts of the game, when we were on the back foot, we controlled it quite well. But in some cases, when we're under a lot of pressure, we're all over the place. And some players just don't know what they're doing. They're out of position. It's very easy to watch on TV and analyse a game in full. But when you're here, you really sort of understand a bit more that each individual player has its own responsibility. And some of them are just all over the place. And it was a shame to see Winks go off because I don't have a massive trust in the likes of Dyer and whatnot coming on. And again, that's just a prime example of some of the problems we have here. Just some players just are not good enough for this club anymore. But we're in a stressful position right now where we need to gather as many points as possible. Jose said last week we're in a position now where if we win 2 games, we're right up there. If you lose 2 games, you drop out of that top 4 kind of area. And I think I mentioned to you just a minute ago, every time I speak to you, we're always 6 points behind Chelsea, and that's exactly the same right now. No, so it's a very frustrating game today, but we got the 3 points, and that's what I'm going to focus on now, and I hope the team does. It wasn't pretty, but let's take that to the next game. We've got a big FA Cup game on Saturday against a very tough opposition, and we need to show a bit more desire than we did today.
Well, in terms of how we played on the ball, were you happy with the amount of chances we were able to create, or are you still worried about that as well, that Norwich seemed to create more chances than we did today?
Yeah, I think the chances came about more often than perhaps recent games. And I always slate him, but Serge actually had a pretty decent game today, apart from going a bit AWOL in a couple of places at certain periods of the game. But at the end of the day, it was just not a tough game, but it's a game that we should have put to bed early on against teams like this at the bottom of the table, guys. Like, we need to.
That's the way record in the league.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, they're fighting for their lives, and you've got to expect some kind of fight. But we need to show a bit more fight now ourselves. And we're all getting a bit tired of coming to watch sort of mediocre performances. But I was very pleased with like Lo Celso's performance today, for example. Absolutely fantastic from minute 1, and I hope that he continues to play that way.
He's really starting to come into his own, I feel. I think this is off the back of a good performance, I thought, away at Watford as well, and in Borough again in the Cup. So I do really feel like he's coming to his own.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think he should have been given more chances towards the beginning of the season. I don't really believe too much in this. We need to integrate players and let them settle in and whatnot. Not all the players need that, and some players, of course, they do need that sometimes. But just get this talent on. Like they're going to show more desire and determination. A lot of these players that have been here for years now. Some of these players need to 100% go. Just get them out this door, But one thing for sure today, it was very evident. We missed that target man up front, and that must be sorted. I know we've heard many rumours, different players over the last weeks.
Latest one is Willian Jose from Real Sociedad. Any thoughts on that?
We'll see. Until he's holding that shirt up in the stadium or the training ground with the cheesy smiles and whatnot, that's when.
Are you in favour of that signing?
Yeah.
Do you know much about him?
I don't know a huge amount, to be honest. I've watched a couple of games. I'm not going to go into YouTube videos like everyone else. Like, it's just absolutely pointless. We've signed so many YouTube signings. It's ridiculous. But, we need someone. And it's very evident today. No, Mora, bless him, doing as much as he could today. Great energy, great desire. But, that's not his position, really. He needs to be playing off people. But, we're running out of ideas from the back. Trying to launch it forward, no one's there because, Mora, I don't know how tall he is, but he's not going to get half the balls. Albeit that he does jump higher than most of our players do. But we need to sort that out really, especially against teams like this. You need a target man to work with, and get some goals in that area as well. We did get a lot of crosses in, a lot of them went AWOL. That's where you need that kind of target man like Kane, who we all know and love, needs to be in the box there and then to score those kind of goals.
Well, on the bench there we have Jedson Fernandez, we have Tanguy and Ndombele on the bench as well. Could a midfield three of Lo Celso, Ndombele and Jedson Fernandez be the answer?
Yeah, I think they're all very exciting players, all very talented players. The one thing I liked about Fernandez, he seems to slot in straight away. I think there was maybe one small mistake, but in general, he showed commitment and desire, and that's what I want to see. I don't want to see Deadwood in our team. I'm not going to mention his name because everyone knows exactly who I'm going to talk about. He needs to go. He's not, his mind's not here, and the club needs to stop messing about 10 or 11 million pound. He's going to go for free in the summer. I'd rather he just go for free now, or I'll pay for a taxi, whatever it is.
Apparently he's willing to pay the difference in whatever the Spurs are haggling over.
Just go, because it's just absolute nonsense. Because if we're not careful, we'll miss out on that top four, and that will cost us a lot more than 11 million pounds. Sorry.
What I don't understand is how, for example, today Willian Jose was removed from the Real Sociedad squad because of the ongoing transfer speculation and negotiations. Yet Eriksen's been on the cusp of a move to Inter Milan for 3 weeks now, and he seems to be playing every game. Can you understand that?
I've been trying to understand that since last summer, but at the end of the day, you can't have a disgruntled player. To the sense, like if you remember way back when we had the Berbatov-Robbie Keane situation, they were sulking. They got put on the bench because we knew that they were going, and there was no point in playing them. Eriksen, to give him credit, his mind's not there and his dedication's perhaps all over the place, but at least he's sort of not doing this in a horrible way where we're going to start resenting him. But we do kind of resent him. Yeah, and we do kind of resent him in the sense of his poor performances and just lack of desire from him.
I know, but what I don't understand is if he gets injured, for example, even for a month, right, Inter Milan will turn around and say, well, if he's out for a month, why am I going to pay 10 million for him now, and I can wait a few more months and get him in for free? So I don't understand why we're risking him.
No.
I don't get that at all.
No, I
weird one, unless it's a negotiation tactic from Spurs.
It always is with Mr. Levy, Yeah, I think more and more as it goes along, we're getting more and more frustrated with many things in the background, but we never know what goes on behind closed doors. But we just need a resolution to this as soon as possible, and maybe not just him, a couple of other players need to be shown the door, and not in a horrible way. Some have been given great service, but we need to act now. Why wait till the summer? Do some changes now, and let's try and get that top four while it's 6 points away.
All right, cheers for coming on, Si. Thanks a lot, mate.